Well, when the producers of the new TV series Fargo were developing the show, they were looking for a specific look and a specific sound.
No, but Wade, see, I was bringing you this deal for you to loan me the money to put in. It's my deal here, see?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, is that useful to you?
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to get the accent just right, they turned to people like local actor and dialect coach David LeReaney. He's done with many performers before, developed that signature sound as they filmed around Calgary. David's here to show us how it's done. How did you get into this? You were an actor, or you are an actor.
Still an actor, yeah.
But this sort of became your primary
focus. I was looking for
focus.
something else to do to make some money one day, and I decided I could teach and coach dialects, so I made sure I got my act together, and I have a very methodical system, a way of analyzing dialects and taking it apart. I'm not brilliant at doing them myself, so I'm able to kind of break it down and teach other people to do it. If I was a genius at doing it, I wouldn't know exactly what I was doing. I would just say, well, you sound like this, but I can actually point to the vowels and the consonants and the various elements in the dialect.
That's really interesting. So I figured you are the person with the ear who
I got a good ear. I really need to work hard at it to get it and really deconstruct it. Work on each element and then put it back together.
So this sort of started to take off for you. You were telling me about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So you started getting work doing what, on sets and coaching?
Yeah, I've coached actors privately. I've coached for film and television. I've worked at colleges. I've done a number of TV series. Worked with a lot of big stars, and yeah, I'm just slowly over the 15 years got a reputation of being as a guy who knows his way around a film set.
And okay, so Fargo shooting here. I'm sure a lot of people, local actors, getting ready to audition for the series.
A lot of them are getting work.
And a lot of them are getting work, but there's nothing as a viewer that's more distracting than a bad accent.
Yeah,
I think.
agree.
So you got to get it right. So okay, let's work on the Fargo accent.
Okay,
so
sure.
what is so distinctive about it?
Well, what's really disconcerting for actors is that it sounds so Canadian, but there are some significant differences. And so the T's and D's kind of soften. So instead of saying winter and enter, they say winter and enter. So you enter the circle in the middle of the winter. Right? It's because that's really interesting. So you do that kind of thing. So and a lot of the vowels are different, and the main one is the ah sound for all goes to ah. So there's a lot of opportunity for shopping at the hot spot. We don't do that in Canada, right?
A lot.
Yeah. So there's a lot of opportunity for shopping at the hot spot. So you want to. I always tell the actors, get the back of your tongue up by your molars, so you get that flat sound. What it does
does that mean you have to look like that?
If you heard Bill Macy, he sounds kind of reedy. He's got that reedy kind of quality. That's because the tongue comes up high, and that kind of, you can hear it the sound of my voice is kind of getting thin and reedy. So then the other thing, when Macy was doing the talk show circuit, he was talking about the dialect, of course, because it's a big feature of the film, and he said the dialect coach made them say they had to have more of an O with their lips, so they had to make them, so you say a phrase like, I know you show a goat with a shiny coat, right?
I know you show a goat with a shiny. But I said shiny. I just moved out east a little bit.
Yeah, you start mixing your words, and then there's also the ooh sound. So you say stuff like they said on the news there's a moose loose at the zoo. You see how my lips are coming forward?
So there's no. It's not news. It's news.
News. News. No, Americans don't say news. They say news. And then by getting your tongue up high in the back, you make a sound with the ah. We don't do that either. We say, put your hand, they say, put your hand in the hand of the man and stand on the land, right? You hear that sound? It almost starts with an eh. And then there's a tight I sound too, again, because the tongue comes up. So it's a phrase like, this time my wife's riding the bike. You hear that? My wife's riding the bike.
This seems like, I mean, so obviously you've dissected it into all of these. So, but what does it take to really master it for an actor? Because you're going to have to work really hard on this.
Yeah. It takes a lot of listening. I provide dialect samples, clips from Fargo, clips from real people speaking, because a lot of people go a little too far with it. The Fargo dialect on the film was right on the far edge of kind of caricature. I was almost into caricature.
The Coen brothers always do that, right? They're always on that. There's a fine line.
They don't worry about reality too much sometimes. But so we want to make sure that we don't get into the because you start getting into that, it's a bit too much. And the producers on Fargo, this series, they don't want it quite that caricature. They want to be a little bit more realistic. A lot of people don't talk. I met a friend of mine was born and raised in Fargo. She said we haven't talked like that in 3 generations.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, suspension of disbelief. Just a little bit. What are your favorite accents to work on?
I think Scots is my favorite dialect. It's so musical. It's lovely and pretty. And then the Welsh is very nice too.
Oh, Welsh is Welsh it seems
musical.
challenging. What's the hardest?
The hardest is South African because there's such a blend of things. So and it's, there's a lot of I'm switching back and forth. In South Africa, they say that the coffee is black, and there's that the bird right. You do that kind of thing. So right, so my coffee is black. This thing,
Wow.
So, it's got that going on.
Before I let you go, I heard musicians are pretty good at accents.
Yeah, if you got a good musical ear, it really helps. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
We'll put links up as to how people can get in touch with you if they need your help.
Okay.
If they have a big audition. Thanks for
good.
joining us this morning.